Hello and welcome to my video on how to sign up for the QuickBooks Online ProAdvisor program and also how to start your journey in getting certified in QuickBooks Online. I'm sharing my screen with you. This website, quickbooks.intuit.com/accountants, is a place you can go to sign up for the free QuickBooks Online ProAdvisor program. And I encourage you during this video to go ahead and pause it and follow along with me as I'm taking you through the steps. So step one, I want you to go to, usually Google Chrome's the best for QuickBooks Online, just letting you know that's the browser they recommend, but Safari and Firefox will work fine as well, so don't worry about that. Go to quickbooks.intuit.com/accountants, and on this screen you will see a sign up icon. So click there, and this is the screen where you're going to go ahead and sign up for the QuickBooks Online ProAdvisor program. Again, it is free, no charge for this. All you need is an email address, your name, and a phone number, and that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up. So how quick and easy was that? Intuit gives accounting professionals like bookkeepers free access to the ProAdvisor program. You don't have to be a certified ProAdvisor. You could just be a ProAdvisor. Although I do recommend certifying because it does help you get new clients, and it allows you to put your name up on the ProAdvisor directory, again, for free. So this is Betty Bookkeeper's realm. And so if you had followed along with me, you now have a realm like this. This is what they call QuickBooks Online Accountant. And Betty's not a CPA or enrolled agent or a licensed accountant. She's a bookkeeper. So bookkeepers, it's okay. You can be a ProAdvisor. You do not have to be a CPA or anything like that. So really cool. I remember when I first got my ProAdvisor realm, QuickBooks Online Accountant, I was a little intimidated about all this stuff in here. So they give you a lot of free, really good stuff, and I want to help you expedite this process. The purpose of this video is to show you where to go to study and become certified in QuickBooks Online. So in other videos, I will show you this clients area, the team area, the work, the apps, and explain what your books is, this whole section. But in the meantime, I'm going to take you to the ProAdvisor tab on the left navigation in QuickBooks Online Accountant. I need to mention that in a lot of training, the trainers say QBOA, QuickBooks Online Accountant. So if you hear QBOA, they're talking about this realm where you can manage your bookkeeping firm. Okay, so ProAdvisor, I'm going to click Benefits, which took me to this tab, the Benefits tab for Betty the Bookkeeper. Okay, when you sign up as a ProAdvisor, as we just did, you are immediately silver rated. You are a silver ProAdvisor, so welcome. How do you become gold, platinum, or elite? Well, that comes with engagement in QuickBooks Online. You can add clients, you can become certified, just different things will help you go up these up the tiers here, and as you go up the tiers, you get more benefits. We'll go through benefits later. I'm really here to talk to you about this training tab right here. The training tab is where you can get all the free training for QuickBooks Online. And this training is written for bookkeepers and accountants. This is not for your clients. They don't have access to this. This is just for you to get you very familiar with QuickBooks Online and all its features. So if you are brand new to all of this, or maybe just have one or two clients, or you've been in QuickBooks Online just a little bit, I really recommend that you go through this training called Introduction to QuickBooks Online for Accountants. It's a comprehensive course that takes you through and is talking to you as an accountant or bookkeeper how to get set up, how to get through sales and expenses and banking and reporting, and how to invite your clients to QBO QuickBooks Online Accountant. Okay. Please take that course. I think you'd really enjoy it. I need to also tell you that these are the self-paced courses. So you just click one of these boxes and then you can go through the training at your own pace. It's not timed or anything like that. Also, if you want, there are webinars every month on what Intuit calls QuickBooks Accountant University. Free. This is the intro courses happening in April and May of 2021. And if you're looking for CPE, continuing education credits, you get CPE for the for the live webinars as well. So again, if you're brand new to QBO Accountant, or maybe you've been using QuickBooks Online, but you're still a little, certain areas you're not too comfortable with, like online banking, I would go ahead and take that course. So you could do self-paced or webinars. Now, I'm going to shrink this section and we're going to dig into getting certified. Once you're in QBO Accountant and you have some clients, the certification course really is geared toward, I get the basics in QuickBooks Online and now I want to be certified. Okay, what's great about becoming certified is now, once you are, you can then list your name on the Find a ProAdvisor directory, which is free, and I get clients all the time from that directory. So I really recommend getting certified. So let's walk through taking the course and taking the exam. And again, as I'm talking, you guys can pause this and follow along. All right, so let's start with the first module. There's 8 in the self-paced. Again, you can take the webinar too. There's one, this one was on April 23rd of 2021. Okay, I'm going to go right back and we're going to go to the first module, and this is all self-paced. It's written so well. So you just hit start and you just go through and start reading this. A lot of us have different ways of learning. Some people like to read through things and continue the training. There's some little self-paced videos in here that you can watch. You click through to the next section, read it through. Again, it's not timed, self-paced, completely at your pace. Okay, so let's go back to the main screen. And we're back to all of the different courses that are part of, this is the Solutions for Clients section or module. I'll go back one more to get back to our certification course. Okay, so go through the self-paced. I recommend doing both. You might as well go through the self-paced. It's the exact same training, but a live webinar where you can ask live questions, which I think is really, really helpful, especially if you have a question going through the self-paced. You might write down, oh, I don't really understand this. And then when you're at the webinar, you can talk to a trainer live. So it's on a chat platform inside the webinar, so you can ask the questions there. So I would do both, honestly. Okay, now the training is broken up into 8 modules. The exam is 6 sections. Now, the way the exam's structured is, first of all, you're going to click Take Exam, and you'll want to take Section 1, and we don't really know what questions are going to be posed in each section. I do know this. Let's say I wanted to take Section 1 today of the exam. I would probably go through the first 3 modules just to make sure I've covered everything that's going to be in Section 1. Same thing if I'm going on to Section 2, I might want to make sure I'm 2 or 3 modules ahead of that section number, if that makes sense. So taking Section 1, I would go through 3 modules. Section 2, I'd probably get up to this module just to make sure I'm covering everything. And here's why. I'm going to click Take Exam to open the exam screen. I do want to point out, you might get a notification of a pop-up, like you have pop-ups blocked. So if for some reason, if that does pop up on your screen, just make sure you go up here and allow the pop-up in your browser. Also, want to mention the exam seems to be loading best in Google Chrome. So that's what I'm using right now. This is Google Chrome. Okay, so section 1, again, there's 14 questions in here, but I don't know which modules are covered. I do know that it is chronological, meaning, you know, module 1, 2, and 3 are probably part of section 1. So it does follow along in that way, but no way to guarantee exactly what modules are in what section. Okay. So let's start section 1. It says telling me that it's going to take about 35 minutes. You want to make sure you block that time. I would block double that time because sometimes you might get distracted or you might have to look something up. It is an open book exam. And the reason I like to bring that up is you could open the QuickBooks Online test drive and actually follow through. If a question is about, oh, where do you pay a bill or something like that, you can have the test drive open and actually click through and see if one of the answers aligns with that. Because this is an open book exam, I like to have as many resources available to me while I'm taking that section. So the section isn't timed, but I want to make sure before I start that I have everything I need open and ready to access. So the first thing I want to do is open another browser, and I'm actually going to open Google Chrome in an incognito window. So I'm going to the 3 little dots to the right of my Google Chrome browser, and the third option down is to open a new incognito window. When I do that, this incognito window doesn't recognize this user, which is my Google Chrome. So I'm logged in as Erin on Google Chrome, and now I have another instance of Google Chrome here. So what I'm going to do is just do a browser search, and I'm going to type in test drive QuickBooks Online. When I search that, Google's going to bring up several options. I am looking for this one, qbo.intuit.com redirect to the test drive. So select that. So because I'm using an incognito window here, Chrome doesn't realize that I'm still logged into the exam over on this side. So I can work in the test drive, which is the sample company, as I'm moving through each section on the exam. So it's just a really easy way to open 2 different versions of QuickBooks Online. You need to be careful that you do it in this way or you'll get logged out of your realm, and we don't want that. We don't want you to lose your spot during a section. So that brings me to the next topic. Start your section. Again, be ready. It's going to take about 35 minutes. Get all of your work papers, maybe have the self-paced open on another browser tab, plus the test drive. It's open book. And then allow 35 minutes. I would allow double that, just to be sure in case you have to look something up, you're not really familiar with a question. I would definitely double that time, lock the room, nobody's coming in, just focus. And the idea is you want to complete a section before you log off the browser because it will lose your progress. Now, once you finish the section and you submit it, it's locked. So just allow yourself ample time. And again, I'm going to click through and start the section just to show you what it looks like. Here's the exam rules. You can start anywhere. You don't have to do it in chronological order like I mentioned, but you must submit the section, okay, in order to save your progress. So just be careful with that. If for some reason your browser times out or you get signed out or whatever happens, you can start the section again. However, you may not get the exact same questions. They do have a bank of questions that, you may get again or you may not. Okay. When all the sections are completed, then you will get your grade. So you won't know if you passed section 1 until you submit all 6 of them. So just something to know. You must get 80% on each section. So what's going to happen is, let's say on section 2, you didn't pass it by 80%. You will only be presented with section 2 for your second attempt, okay? Now, study, 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 because guess what? You only get 3 tries. Okay, so let's hope on the second attempt you pass section 2 and you're good. Just make sure you go through the self-paced training again, go to another webinar, ask specific questions at the webinars. If you think it was a certain question that you're having trouble with, the webinars are there for you to get those answers. I do need to warn you that those trainers are not going to answer a specific exam question for you, but if the concept around that question, they will definitely touch on. Okay, you get 3 tries, but don't worry if for some reason on the 3rd try you did not make it. You get locked out for 60 days, time to study and go back into it. I do need to point out you will be taking the full exam again, which kind of can stress people out, but I suggest you do this. And this is what I do when I take the exam. I actually, when I look at the question and I read it and then I make my choice, I will then do a real quick screenshot of that. So I'm going to bring up my snip sketch little guy here, click new, and I'm going to actually capture my answer and throw that on a Google Doc or Word document, and maybe even type in what my thought process was, why did I answer the question in that way. And I have a document for each attempt on the exam. So reason I do this is because if I do, for any reason, have to go back and take the entire exam again, I know I pass all sections but section 2. I have screenshots of how I answered it during the first attempt or the second attempt. When I did pass that section, I might get this question again. And guess what? I have the answer. I know I passed that section. I'm probably going to be okay if I answer the exact same way. So it's for me, it's for my back office. I would never share this with anyone. You need to make sure you are taking the exam on your own. This is an honor system. We don't want to be sharing answers with anyone else. It's your designation as an expert in QuickBooks Online, so please don't turn this into a party where everybody takes the exam together. We don't do that. No, 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 no. But this is a resource for you if you do have to go back and retake the entire exam. At least you have a lot of the questions already answered the way you did originally, and hopefully they were correct at that time. Okay, so you go through, you choose your answer, you click next. Again, they were estimating on this section 14 questions, takes about 35 minutes on average for this one. If I leave the exam, it will not save my progress. I must get all the way to the end of this section and submit. Then I'm locked in with my answers. I can't go back and change them, but it's locked, so I don't have to worry about losing my progress, okay? There's always little tutorials or little help areas in the exam. Again, I really recommend that you go to the webinars and get some questions answered live. Again, they are not going to answer this specific question, right? Don't put that in the Q&A because they're not going to answer it. But they will answer, you know, how do you avoid out of stock situations? You know, ask that question if you're having trouble with this section. Okay, so that's basically how it goes. The nice part is, I'll just leave the exam. Again, you'll have to start over. I know, I haven't done it yet, but you can take them in any order. Just make sure you're ready. You've gone through the training. You feel like you understand everything, all of these concepts, and then you just start plugging through. So this is looking to me like 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 hours to get through the entire thing. I like to do one section at a time. Pace yourself. You don't have to do it all in one day. Maybe do one section a day and take about a week to get it done. And that way you're not feeling pressured to get it done. Take your time. I mean, I could wait 2 weeks between sections. Doesn't matter. As long as you submit the section, it's locked in. Okay. So once you pass, cool stuff happens. So once you pass the actual exam, Intuit then allows you to put your profile, and by the way, you will get a badge saying you are a certified ProAdvisor, and you can use that badge on your website, your business cards, anything you like. and you would click here, it would say download your badge from there, and I think there's a certificate as well. But as soon as this says you've passed, you can go here, and this is your ProAdvisor profile. And in my next video, we're going to talk about maximizing everything you put on your profile here and then making it public so you can start getting really good leads for your company. So I have a whole video on just how to get started on your ProAdvisor profile. Intuit loves giving us free stuff to help us become successful accountants. And basically, we want Betty to be a success. We want to get her trained. We want her to understand how to add clients. We want to make sure she's certified, and then we want to get her profile public so she can start bringing in some clients. So thank you all for joining me on how to get certified in QuickBooks Online. We've signed up, and now we're going to take the exam. Okay, so welcome to the ProAdvisor program, and I'll see you in the next video.